What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Flex. I'm back here with another video, and this is gonna be my second video of the day. Today, guys, we had a lot of lives going on. I was at work today, and I was concerned that the Dolphins were going to trade Xavien Howard. Okay, This article come out today on the Sun Sentinel. I hope I said it right. And Omar Kelly wrote this article saying that the Dolphins were exploring trade offers for cornerback Xavien Howard. Now, if you guys are confused with the term exploring in this context, exploring pretty much means discussing in detail and or inquiring, okay? So essentially the Dolphins are engaging in trade conversations, trade offers for Xavien Howard. Now I was mad about this a little bit, and my thing is this: if it's not broke, don't fix it. Is our secondary just playing too good? Like, is it playing too good to the point where it's like, oh, we can't be this good, let's trade Xavien Howard? Like, to trade Xavien Howard never made no sense, but it turned out that this report was false. Well, kind of false. Not all the way false, but like halfway false, kind of false. I get into it. But anyways, it's kind of one of them things where let's just not outsmart ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And so since the report is not true, I'm not going to make a big deal about it. I'm glad we're not outsmarting ourselves. If we were to trade Xavien Howard, it would be a prime situation of us outsmarting ourselves. It would be like every team just want to be so damn smart and ahead of the curve and stuff. Oh, we got to trade him before he gets bad. Let me tell y'all something, all right? Because there were some people who thought, oh, for the right price, let's get rid of him. First of all, I don't understand why y'all want to get rid of every time they play. And it's crazy because when I was growing up, we used to get mad at the Dolphins for getting rid of, like, growing talent and then getting rid of them. We used to get mad at the Dolphins for that. But nowadays, it's like that's what we want to happen. People are like, oh yeah, Xavien Howard's great now. He's amazing. Trade him. He's kind of old. Like, first of all, he's only 27. I don't know if people think like we're going to win the Super Bowl with just 22 and 23-year-olds on the roster, just rookies and second and third year players, but we're not. We gonna need some prime players. So I don't know why every time a player get up in his 20s, we want to trade. Oh, he's 27. Let's get younger. Like, bro, we're already young. We're young enough. We can get some players in their prime. And I can just imagine next year gonna be saying trade Devontae. He's too old. Bro, you're not gonna win a Super Bowl with a bunch of 22-year-olds. So no, we don't need to trade him. Number two, Noah has already shown that he's not really capable at this point in his career of covering anybody, really. And Nick Needham, you don't want to trust him out there. So who do we? I can see if we had, if freaking Noah was out here playing lights out. Noah's getting fried, from my understanding. Nick Needham getting fried every other game. He plays good sometimes. Same with Noah. They have good plays, but for the most part, do you want to trust them with your game on the line? No. Xavien Howard, 4 straight picks. In 4 consecutive games. What more can you ask for the guy? And so that's what I was thinking, like, why would we trade him? But I believe a lot of these reports because a guy like Omar Kelly works for the Dolphins. Well, we works for the newspaper that, like, I don't know how his work situation goes, but put it this way, he has inside sources with the Dolphins. He's plugged in with the team, okay? And I just don't understand why he would have made this up. And he kind of didn't make it up, but it was really like a clickbait time. It never made sense to trade X. The only reason why you can say trade X would be if his knee was actually like chronically ill and we knew it, and we knew that, hey, this guy's knee is not going to make it past such and such year. Kind of like a Jay Ajayi situation, even though we didn't have to get rid of Jay Ajayi when we did. Jay Ajayi, for instance, even if we would have kept Jay Ajayi, he wasn't going to be able to play now probably. His knee was just so crucified. All right? But it's not, if Xavien Howard has a situation, okay, if you trade him, fair enough, okay? But if his knee was not crucified like that, bro, you cannot trade Xavien Howard. You just can't. And I'm glad we're, well, not, okay? Because the Miami Dolphins did release this statement where they said, well, they didn't release it, but they sent it to Barry Jackson, and it says here, Dolphins to me. The report in the South Florida Sun Sentinel, I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, is factually incorrect and based on rumors. The paper practiced poor journalism by not reaching out to the team for comment or the chance to respond to the story. We are not exploring any trades regarding Xavien Howard. So essentially, this report right here that came out about an hour prior to that, 2:12 p.m., was false. And it was false in the sense that, yes, there are offers for Xavien Howard. Teams are calling for about Xavien Howard, but we're not exploring. Like, exploring means that you're actually engaging in a conversation about Xavien Howard. Like, it's a 50, it's a back and forth. Like, yeah, this is what we want. This is what y'all getting. It just seems like people are offering. Hell, if the Dolphins right now hit up the Seahawks and say, hey, can we get Russell Wilson for a first round draft pick? Are they going to make an article that says Seahawks exploring trade offers for Russell Wilson?
Bruh.
No, it's because it's a one way thing. Like, oh, let's go offer the Chiefs something for Mahomes, and so then the article can read the Chiefs exploring trade offers for Patrick Mahomes. Like, that just wouldn't make sense. That's how you know this is just clickbait for real. And so I would never believe nothing that this journalist writes anymore, because that actually made me upset at work today. Okay, now. Thankfully, it's lies, okay? But I still gotta go on my little tangent about, because I did see some Dolphin fans get exposed because some of my fans was like, for the right price, let's trade them, and it's just not like, bro, why do y'all want to trade everybody? Like, I don't understand. Like, if y'all want to be the GM of the Dolphins, y'all go, please go to school, do whatever you gotta do to be the GM of the Dolphins until you make these decisions, and I promise you I'll find another team.
Bruh.
If I go find another team, I'll just stop watching football. Because some of y'all just trade everybody. As soon as you think something, if the players that ain't prime, trade them. Like what? Like, oh no, we need young players that are not in their prime yet. Like, okay, so at what point are we ever gonna win? Because you're gonna keep trading every time a player hits 27 years old, 26, you're gonna trade them? Like I don't understand. As soon as it's time to pay somebody, trade them. Like, do y'all really think we gonna win with a bunch of rookies on rookie contracts? That's just not gonna happen. Okay, it's just not gonna happen. So I don't know what's this thing. A couple of y'all got exposed when y'all were like showing that y'all were willing to trade him. I was gonna get on here and I was going to go crazy. Now, if we were to trade him, I would trust it. And the only reason I would say is that, okay, maybe his knees messed up badly. That's only a reasonable explanation I can explain for this. If anything outside of his knee being completely horrendously messed up to where his career is not gonna last that much longer, I would be mad about the trade. He is my favorite Dolphin at the moment. Definitely not getting his jersey anymore. Just the fact that this rumor even came out, it's like, bro, I can't do it. Okay, because this is a suspect. Okay, and I'm not saying that he still possibly couldn't get traded. I'm just telling you, the Dolphins literally out their mouth said we are not exploring any trades for Xavien Howard. I mean, this is what they said to me. If I'm telling you my source, so don't come back on this video. If Xavien Howard get traded before the trade deadline, don't come back on this video saying Flex, you lied to us, you're a terrible source. Don't come in and say, I showed y'all who said it. I'm not claiming I'm the source. I'm telling you right now, Barry Jackson said that the Dolphins told him, the team. That's the source, the team. What, you don't believe the team? So, look, I believe the team. Okay, they haven't lied to me in the past. Well, they kind of did. I think Gage lied to me several times. But for the most part, they don't lie. Okay? And Xavien Howard's not being traded. Thank the Lord. Now, I will say this. Important, guys, to not try to always be first. Because, listen, for me personally, Omar Kelly, who wrote this, I have no issue with him. He got labeled a negative fan a long time ago, and a lot of people hate him. And I remember, I kind of sympathize with that because everybody hated me because they called me a negative fan. And even though I was just being real. And so I kind of feel like, damn, we kind of like in the same boat. But for this article right here, just for him to clickbait like this and for him to blatantly, if you just lie, okay, or just, I will probably never, and I clickbait too, but I don't lie, okay? Like, I'm trying to clickbait in my titles as well if I'm trying to get some clicks or some views or whatever, but I'm not going to sit up here and lie. This is like borderline a lot. It's to the point really where I just can't trust them no more, all right? There are teams inquiring about Xavien Howard, but like I said, there's probably teams inquiring about every player in the freaking league. That's good. All right, so I can't trust him no more. So at this point, like, you could just lose your credibility on stuff like this, and this is why, me personally, I never try to be first on anything. Anything that I tell y'all, I don't state it as facts. I say it as opinion. Because first of all, I have no plugs with the Dolphins. All right, this guy actually has plugs with the Dolphins. Mark, I don't have no plugs with the Dolphins. I'll tell y'all that straight up right now. I have no sources, no nothing like that, bro. Alright, I'll tell you right now, everything that I learned about the Dolphins is public information that I get from the same sources that y'all could have got it from. I have no type of nothing, okay? So, I don't have to lie about that. So, my credibility is never getting tested because nobody thinks I'm like a Dolphins insider. But people like this, man, that people who live off their credibility, don't try to be first on everything. They, like, Omar Kelly tried to be first here, tried to be, I don't know why he wrote this story, and it just made yourself look super bad. All right, just make yourselves look super bad. Not to mention, this site charges money to read their articles, and then y'all gonna post a lie. Like, just make yourself look so bad, man. It's just not good. Anyways, I'm thankful that Xavien Howard is not getting traded. Wrenching the day. Now, a player that might get traded, Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'm hearing some rumors about Ryan Fitzpatrick flying around, that Ryan Fitzpatrick's on the trade block. And Ryan Fitzpatrick, people saying that, you know, Fitz could get traded. Fitz, and when he was asked about it, Brian Flores was asked about it. He said those questions should go to Chris Greer. He don't really talk about it. So they didn't he didn't confidently deny these allegations that Fitz was on the trade block. And so a lot of people are thinking that Fitz could get traded. And I just never really thought that this would go this direction, ladies and gentlemen. I honestly thought like Fitz was like the guy. Like, I thought Fitz knew who he was as far as with this team, with his future with the team. Apparently he didn't. Apparently something got lost in translation, and Fitz somehow thought he was the quarterback of the future of the Dolphins. And you know, he came out there and said, you know, he came out there, said he was heartbroken about getting benched, said he thought the team was his, said he wants to go out there and play, he loves to play, he really did, like, pretty much, and he don't want to be back up, okay? And he didn't lose his job, and he doesn't want to be back up, okay? And there's a couple of teams, notably the Cowboys, who need a quarterback, starting quarterback. Pretty much only the Cowboys. I don't know. It's probably other teams too, but definitely the Cowboys. And so there's some trade correlations there. And listen, I wouldn't be angry if we traded Ryan Fitzpatrick, but I am kind of like, wow, how did things end up like this? You know, how did things end up like this? Like, I thought he knew what his role was. He just didn't know his role. Okay, he just didn't know he wasn't going to be the starter forever. I've already came out and said I do feel like he should have had to lose his spot. I feel like he should have had to play awful to lose his spot. I do feel like that, but it is what it is. Like I said, the NFL is not fair. If he were to get traded, I wouldn't be mad. I don't know what we could trade him for. At the end of the day, it might be best for both of us. If he's going to be bitter that he got benched, which I don't think he will be, but if he is going to be bitter that he got benched, then yeah, you might as well trade him. But I don't know. My kind of views of Fitz kind of changed whenever he came out with that, you know, with all these statements. And if you guys missed the statements, I'll read them right now. I feel like this was my team. That's why my heart was so heavy yesterday. My heart just hurt all day. It was heartbreaking to me. I've been benched all kind of ways. This one is different to me. I just felt fully committed and invested. Felt like this was my team. Like, I thought he knew, like, yo, I'm just here, I'm a placeholder or whatever. Apparently not. Okay, so at the end of the day, I think, you know, Fitz is going to be a great backup quarterback. But if he's not, for some reason, it's just not in his heart to be a backup because he doesn't feel like he lost his job. Still like Fitz, though, respect him a lot, but it was just, you know, the situation, it kind of got a little, it's not as beautiful as it once looked. It looked like, oh, we just replaced him with Fitz. Fitz is going to teach him everything he knows, and Fitz went to Harvard, and it's like, Fitz doesn't want to get benched. Fitz might be bitter. I don't know. It is what it is, man. Get in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about all these trade rumors. Trade deadline next week, I think around Tuesday. Let me know in the comment section what other trades you guys see the Dolphins making, what other videos you guys want to see. Like, comment, subscribe, roll to 10K on which bucket pressing. I'm out.